Government Cheese. This comedy series set in the late 1960s is a feast for the eyes. Visually, so optimistic. When movies and shows are set in the late 60s or early 70s, filmmakers often try to replicate the grainy film aspect of movies from that era. Here the picture is digital, and the clothing and settings make this show look like a page out of Vanity Fair magazine. And the show is set in Los Angeles circa 1969, so along with the retro decor, we get scenes drenched in sunshine. It's the dry heat and those golden hills we've come to expect from a California setting. The show stars a Shakespearean actor, David Oyelowo. He's played Coriolanus on stage, Martin Luther King Jr. on film. He's playing comedy here in a show that the streaming platform Apple TV Plus calls surrealist. He plays Hampton Chambers, an ex-con who finds God in prison and decides upon his release he's going to go straight. He returns to his family in suburbia who've built their lives anew without him, but he believes he has more to offer them now. He's a changed man. He's learned his lesson, and he has a witty invention, a self-sharpening power drill, so he still has dreams of striking it rich. It's implied Hampton was released from prison with the help of the Almighty. That first episode, which is about his release, is shot like a movie with slow-mo and close-ups that work so well among characters with a lot of emotion. And it's not, the type of prison where the falsely accused go to die. Not that type of prison. And maybe this is what Apple TV Plus was referring to in calling this series surrealist. The prisoners are dressed in bright blue. They all have hope. They're kind to each other. I was even wondering, why would Hampton want to leave? I'm so used to watching movies that show the gritty, realistic view of prisons, like the prison in Joker Part 2, Folie à Deux. But the taxpayers shouldn't have to pay for an optimistic prison. I understand. In any event, the slice-of-life comedy part of this, regarding the family, is the show's strength. Hampton has some capers trying to market the power drill while his wife keeps a roof over their heads with her receptionist job. Their relationship is very real in that aspect. They have 2 teenage sons. One of them is a bright scholar with no interest in going to college. He practices pole vaulting in their front yard. One of the sons is angry about his father's very existence, but doesn't go crazy. He's just kind of sullen, which also seems believable. The acting ensemble is impressive in the family scenes. The inherent humor of middle-class family life comes through. Reminded me a bit of the Brady Bunch. There's another family presented in detail on this show, a criminal family of 7 brothers. They're French-Canadian but moved to Los Angeles. The youngest sibling, played by Louis Cancelmi, wants to buy the rights to the power drill because he's trying to get away from his family and establish himself, unlike Hampton, who's trying to reconcile with his family. It seems that the power drill must be a useful invention, since a buyer has emerged. So this show doesn't present Hampton as a hopeless dreamer. I've watched 3 episodes of this show now. It's quirky. Just from the 3 episodes, it seemed to me that this show deliberately slowed the pace at times. There might be a message here about rejecting traditional narratives, rejecting traditional plot momentum in which every moment on screen has to advance the plot or has to develop characters. The show seems to be pushing back against that type of criticism. And indeed, some critics have commented that the show and the studio were just trying to stretch the show into 10 episodes. I've only watched 3 episodes, so I might have a different opinion after I watch a few more, but as of now, it seems to me that the slower pace was deliberate. My main criticism is with the character of Hampton. He needs to come through. I don't care about the power drill necessarily. It's just that we're going on this journey with Hampton, and if he's just going to disappoint us at the end, what was the point? The show presents him as the protagonist. If he's just a ne'er-do-well, there was no need to build a show around him and no need to invite us to watch it, so I hope there is a payoff at the end with his character. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.